For anyone who grew up in the 90s, the name Scott Wolf brings an instant nostalgic smile. He was Bailey Salinger, the sensitive, soulful brother on Party at Five, the quintessential good guy who felt like a friend. In the years since, he's become a beloved staple on the Hallmark channel, the face of comforting, feel-good romance. He represents stability, kindness, and the happy ending we all crave. But what happens when the fairy tale shatters in the most public and painful way imaginable? Over the last 48 hours, we've witnessed a gut-wrenching escalation in the deeply personal and tragic saga of Scott and his estranged wife, Kelley Wolf. It's a story that has moved beyond celebrity gossip and into the realm of a genuine human crisis, playing out in real time on our phone screens. After a whirlwind of alarming social media activity, Kelley was arrested on the evening of August 26, 2025, a development that feels both shocking and, for those who have been watching her digital cries for help, tragically inevitable. Now, as the dust settles for a moment, fans, friends, and bewildered onlookers are left hoping that this painful chapter can finally mark the beginning of a long road to healing for a family in crisis. To understand the depth of this heartbreak, we have to remember the beginning. Scott Wolf, now 57, and Kelley Limp, 48, were a Hollywood dream. They met through a mutual friend in 2002 and married in 2004. He was the established star. She was the vibrant, Spitfire personality many of us met on MTV's The Real World, New Orleans, and later saw compete on The Challenge. For 21 years, they built a life together, raising 3 beautiful children: Jackson, 16, Miller, 12, and Lucy, 11. On the surface, they were the picture of enduring love in an industry where that's a rarity. That picture was irrevocably broken on June 10 of this year when the couple announced their impending divorce. While sad, the announcement itself wasn't initially alarming, but it soon became clear this was not going to be a conscious uncoupling. The weeks that followed have revealed a story of profound pain, mental health struggles, and a family being torn apart at the seams. The situation has unraveled with breathtaking speed. Since the split, Kelley, a life coach, has been placed under 2 involuntary psychiatric holds. In late June, a judge granted Scott temporary custody of their 3 children and issued a temporary restraining order against Kelley, a legal move that hinted at a level of turmoil far beyond a typical separation. For those following Kelley on social media, her platforms transformed from a space of inspiration and family photos into a digital diary of her despair. Her posts became increasingly erratic and alarming. It was a raw, unfiltered look at someone in the throes of a severe crisis. This culminated in a deeply concerning 48-hour period this week. In a torrent of dozens of Instagram stories, Kelley shared incredibly private moments that seemed designed to lash out. She posted a private FaceTime video conversation with Scott and his brother, Gary. She shared screenshots of deeply personal text messages exchanged with former friends, and most heartbreakingly, with her own young daughter. She made serious accusations against Scott and others in their Park City, Utah, community, even sharing private phone numbers in some posts. This wasn't just messy, it was a 5-alarm fire. The comments on her posts were limited, but through the question and answer feature on her Instagram stories, a chorus of followers pleaded with her, their messages dripping with concern. "Take care of yourself. Your kids love you and want you to be safe," one person wrote. Another follower urged, "No one that matters hates you. Everyone wants you to get better. Your kids need you." The crisis reached a painful public crescendo on August 25. Kelley began an Instagram live stream as Scott arrived at the home where she was staying. He had brought their 2 youngest children, Miller and Lucy, to give their mom a hug and deliver some lunch. The video was excruciating to watch. Viewers saw Kelley sobbing as she embraced her children on the porch, A moment of maternal love immediately followed by her screaming obscenities at Scott and his brother, insisting they stay away from the house. The live stream sent shockwaves through online communities, with Reddit threads dedicated to the saga exploding with comments from people expressing their horror and profound sadness for the children caught in the middle. Just hours later, after her family had left, Kelley posted another video, this time a selfie where she angrily told her followers, "Your little man over there, your expletive, Hallmark star, has a 180-day waiting for me, okay? So when they come, they take me back to the mental hospital." Then, on the evening of August 26, the moment she seemed to be predicting arrived. In a surreal series of final posts, she first wrote, "I love you, Scott. Take care of our kids," a message that chilled followers to the bone. 2 hours later, her words documented her own arrest. "Police are at my house to arrest me," she typed. "I have no idea why. Deputy Norton said I must comply, and I will. I am not suicidal. I am no danger to anyone. I have done nothing." According to reports from Us Weekly, Kelley was booked into Utah's Summit County Jail on 2 criminal charges: electronic communication harassment and electronic disclosure of personal identifying information. As of the morning of August 27, she remained in jail, with no formal charges yet filed and no bail set. In another sign of her increasing isolation, her previous attorney had formally requested to drop her as a client on August 19, a request a judge granted. Now, an emergency hearing has been set for August 28, prompted by Scott's request for a protective order following his wife's arrest. This comes on the heels of a judge's decision on August 26 to continue the temporary custody arrangement, allowing for the possibility of supervised visitations for Kelley. Amid the chaos, court documents reveal Scott's attempts to provide a safety net. According to People, the most recent court order stipulates that he will continue to provide Kelley with $10,000 per month in support. It also states that if she were to agree to check into an inpatient treatment facility, he would help pay for it from their shared marital funds. This is a tragedy with no villains, only victims. It's the story of a woman clearly in the grips of a severe mental health crisis, whose pain is so immense it's spilling out uncontrollably into the public square. It's the story of a husband and father trying to protect his children from the emotional shrapnel of their mother's breakdown, while likely grieving the woman he loved for over 2 decades. And most importantly, it's the story of 3 children who are watching their world and their parents fall apart. Beyond the headlines and the court dates, there is a family that is bleeding. For all of us watching from the outside, the hope is that this arrest, as jarring as it is, can serve as the rock bottom from which real healing can finally begin. We hope Kelley gets the comprehensive help she so clearly needs, and that Scott and the children find the peace and privacy they deserve. The fairy tale is over, but we can all pray for a future where every member of the Wolf family finds their way back to safety and wholeness.